Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Chocolate Square. It's me Monica. Salam namaste vanakkam. Today's our topic is what is XML and why it is calling as Extensible Markup Language. So at first we will understand what is XML. So XML stands for Extensible Markup Language, and we also understand what is extensible, what is the meaning of markup and what is the meaning of language later on this video. And XML is majorly used to store and transport the data. XML is both human readable and machine readable format. So files are majorly in human readable format. That means which is which is understandable by the human beings. So as we are human beings, we are able to understand high level languages such as English, Hindi, Telugu, and Malayalam, so on. So the XML files are majorly in human readable format, that means which is understood by the human beings. And XML is also in the format of machine readable format, that means this was also understandable by the machines. Like zero machine readable format is nothing but machines can only understand zeros and ones, which is binary format. So XML files can be also understandable by the machines as well. So and also XML is majorly used for data transferring from one system to another system. So let us understand it with an example. So it is majorly, I'm telling that it is majorly used for transporting a data from one system to another system, right? So for example, if a person wants to claim his insurance, then he will contact his bank, right? So bank want the patient details from the hospital, so it will retrieve the data from the hospital management system. So now whenever it is retrieving the data from hospital management system, the management system may have different operating system, and also this bank management system also has different operating system. Irrespective of this operating system, it is very easy to transfer from hospital management system to bank management system. So that is a reason why it is very easy to deal with XML, because it is very easily understandable by the human beings, as well it is very easy to transfer from one system to another system. And now let us understand why it is calling as extensible markup language. Now let us understand why it is calling it as extensible. So extensible, the name itself telling that it is extended version of HTML. So in HTML we are using so many tags that are predefined. So predefined tags such as it is already uh, pre-built, okay, we are not specified it. So there are p tag for declaring a paragraph, for h1 tag, h1 to h6 tags for declaring headings, and to display an image there is image tag, like this. So but whereas in XML there we can create our own tags, that means we can create our custom tags. For example, if I wanted to store a data of books, then I can create my own tags such as title, author, price, and publication year, and so on. So this is the reason why it is calling us extensible markup language. So let us understand it with a real world example. So for example, let us consider hotel booking app. So this hotel booking app majorly uses XML file for managing its reservations. Usually, users will reserve a room in a hotel. So, whenever a user booking a room in their hotel, then it will store the user's details by using their own tags such as room type and booking ID and check-in date and check-out date and so on. So, this is the reason why it is calling as extensible. So, XML is calling as extensible. Now let us understand why it is calling as markup. So markup is nothing but it is marking a content in a tags. So for example, there are so many tags. So if we consider HTML, we have p tag, we have h1 tag, h2 tag, image tag, and so on. So that is, these tags describes the content which is present inside it. So markup is nothing but these are the tags which will describe the data which is present inside it. So such as for example, if I take a personal person details, the name is a tag which contains the data of person name, and age is another tag which contains it, which describes the data of age of a person, and a person is another root tag which consists of a details of person. So in this way, markup is nothing but which describes the content which is present inside those tags. For example, let us understand with an example. So for example, there are so many files and documents. So let us understand, I'm giving a name, I'm labeling a document named invoice. So invoice is nothing but what? It's a tag. So invoice is a tag which contains uh, this invoice tag itself describing which type of data is presenting in that particular document. I hope you have understood this concept well. Now I'm going to language. So why it is calling us language? So we already know that what is a language. Each and every language is used to communicate with each other, right? For example, I know English so that I can communicate with other person who knows English, right? In the same way, XML is also a language through which we can communicate with other systems. So each and every language has its own set of rules. So in the same way, XML is also has its own set of rules. We have to follow. In order to define XML language, we have to follow uh, those respective rules. So for example, such as to declare XML, so we have to use XML version, encoding and UTF and 8 and so on. So these are the rules in order to write a XML document. And also, for example, let us take an example of language, like English is a language. Now Hindi is another language which has which has its own grammar rules and all. I hope from this you have understood that why XML is calling us extensible markup language. So I hope you guys have understood very well what is HTML and why it is calling us extensible markup language. If you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. If you like my content helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you so much.